Welcome to Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense has its first opportunity of the day. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult comp.
Brings it in down the left side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. And the Boilermakers want to move quickly. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 50. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Northwestern!
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Dorsey. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going up top on 1st down. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Northwestern right back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. At the 20, he's got space. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Northwestern! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Running it back, it's McPherson. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. And he intercepts it. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boilermakers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
How about this? These guys are going for two. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Second down.
It's a draw. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense. And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Fires to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. On first down, here comes this offense.
At the 41-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Sweet cut there. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Brings up second down.
Right back to the well. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Boilermakers have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 24 to Baylor. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On second down, they'll take to the air. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Working the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Number 87.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for two. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our two-point play ready, and we roll with it.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. They want to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. First down for this offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Collins.